Now at 4, reaction to New York State's plan to release some inmates early from state prisons.
They were sentenced and they're fulfilling their sentences, and now the solution to a staffing problem is we're just going to release them early. That is lunacy, but that's Albany.
That's Senator Dan Steck, who says this afternoon this is, quote, a slap in the face to correction officers. Now, this affects prisons across New York State as the State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision plans to let inmates who meet the criteria be released early. Now, a memo from DOC's Commissioner Daniel Marticello to all prison superintendents says to address the current staffing crisis and balance the safety of staff and the incarcerated, he wants each prison to come up with a list of inmates to release before the end of their sentence. And here are the criteria. An inmate must be within 15 to 110 days of their scheduled release. They must have an approved place to live, which is not a shelter or a DSS facility, and they cannot be a sex offender or violent offender.
For crying out loud, you got to remember, for every person that's been sentenced and is in a prison, there's a victim out there. There's a victim out there that thought they got justice. And apparently what they were dealing with was a bunch of used car salesmen, and they got a bait and switch from the state of New York. Make no mistake, they're complaining that they're spending $100 million a month on the National Guard to staff the prisons, and they are not trained. And now they're pivoted to, and we're going to start releasing people early. So again, I just shake my head.
Senator Steck, who has several prisons within his district, says he hopes there isn't going to be a safety problem as a result of releasing qualified inmates early. Doc says there are approximately 33,500 inmates in state prisons. They can't say yet how many would qualify for early release.